We're gonna have a conversation uh, from a person that is knowledgeable about this, have a lot of experience. So we're gonna get the golden nuggets for him about this whole journey to become a career or be part of improve your future with on your retirement. So we're gonna start asking a few questions, and the first one will be, what is your background? Tell us a little bit about yourself, and
Okay.
that will be.
All right. So, yes, once again, my name is Ed Thepsouvan. I've been here in this country about a little bit over 40 years now. I got here since 1980 as a refugee from Laos. If you don't know, we are right next between Thailand and Vietnam. Yeah, it's been a long journey. I spent more than three-quarter of my life here, just
All right.
about. Got here in 1980, graduated from high school in 1981, went to the service. After the service, the army, and went to college. And so after that, come out, work for about a couple of years, 3 years, and I found out that working for somebody is not what I want to do. So I decided to go and venture out to do my own business, which is I open the restaurants.
Wow.
Another word is you bought. I bought myself a work, right? Owning a restaurant, owning restaurants is pretty hectic. But successful for about 12 years. And then went to work for after that, got tired of it and didn't have enough time for family, for my kid grew up without me. So finally went to work for the government, for the city
Okay.
of Jacksonville Beach in Florida, and worked there for about 10 years. And I have a family friend who approached me with this financial education program. And so in 2014, actually, that's when I uh, started joining while I was working with the city of Jacksonville Beach, and does this for about 2 years part time.
Mhm.
And finally, I decided, well, I mean, it makes it okay, good income. And at first, and then I thinking, hey, if I go full time, it will be a lot better. Of course, you have more time. And so I decided to go full time 2 years after that, 2016. And so from then, I never looked back.
Mhm.
Yes, the money part is good, but main thing right now, since I've been in this for about 10 years, is more of be able to help family, be able to spread the word, be able to educate people. That's more important than money. The money just come. I mean, the money just come. It's automatic if you like it or not. But I don't look forward to that anymore. I look forward of be able to help and educate people about financial literacy. About it's a very complicated subject. They don't teach us in school
Mhm.
about it. Like I said, I was in high school. They basically teach you how to balance your checkbooks.
Mhm.
And in college, they hardly ever teach you about this, about the basic fundamental of financial. So it's sad that we live in the one of the wealthiest country in the world, and a lot of people retire poor.
Mhm.
And people, when it comes to financial, people don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
We go to the doctor, get checked up twice a year at least, right? Every 6 months. Why? We want to live longer. We want to have a healthy life, a healthy, you know, but people, when's the last time anyone do the financial checkup on themselves, on their family?
That's true.
Hardly ever,
Uh-huh.
correct? So that's one thing that we lack of. I mean, if you don't check on that, how you going to get further? How you going to get ahead, right? I mean, we're going to be in the same, people have to change that mindset.
Mhm.
If you keep doing, I hear a lot of people, you might have hear a lot of friends, oh, I want this to change, I want this to change. But you wake up in the morning, you keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You think anything going to change? No,
Oh.
it's never going to change unless you change your mindset, change your activity, change your habit. So that's one thing that. So journey, that's about journey of my company, well, what I do here. And about 3 years ago, I found this Nashville Financial Center here.
Mhm.
I'm one of the co-founder with my partner Vasana Ratanarat. She's still a full-time nurse here across back in the background. You probably see there at the hospital. She's a full-time RN there, but she's still doing this to help family, to help spread the word to our community. So and that's what we are here for. So to help, the family.
So yeah, so insurance is very important. And one of the questions that I get a lot is, there is any age for this? Is if I have 50 years, should I be? It's important for me to get insurance. If I just have a baby, it's important for that baby to get insurance. Why this is important? Why is something that sometimes people say ignore because they seem that they don't care? They see the minus thing. I'm not gonna give my money to that company because it's a pyramid, a scam, whatever. So why is it important?
Okay, insurance now, you have to understand, nowadays the insurance is so much different, so much advanced, just like our car, right? Our car before, you have a gear that you put in, now and gas, and it goes, right? Now you have electric and gas combined. They even have just electric, no gas, it still can go. So same thing with the life insurance. Nowadays they have one that if you get sick in between, you don't have to die to be able to use the money, right? You can be chronically ill, terminally ill, which is like cancer, or chronic ill, which is like no, I mean the you got chronic, you got terminal, and you got the like heart attack.
Okay.
Heart attack, stroke, and stuff. You
Stroke. Yeah.
still
Okay.
you
Gotcha.
still can use the money, and so they got so many things going on with the insurance. And you're talking about the age, right? Yes, I mean any age you need the life insurance if you don't have one, if you can afford it.
Okay.
Okay, if you can afford it, I advise everyone to have one. Why? It's not the life insurance anymore. We call it love insurance.
Mhm.
Okay? Because why? Because you love someone that you left behind, you will be leaving behind, right? For them not to be suffered, not to be, financially. So that's what they call love insurance, not the life insurance. I call it love insurance. I had it for my kids, my family, right? And so as far as age, uh, like I said, my kids now is in their 20s. I even start the policy before that, before I got into this business, right? Because I know how important it is for them to have it while they're young, because you never know as you grow up what's going to happen. You might develop this, you might develop that, have this, have that. It's because it's not just the money to buy life insurance, it's your health also.
Another thing that I heard a lot is when you do insurance, you're applying, right? You're not buying something.
That's right.
So some people is when you apply, no, everyone is going to get all this coverage.
That's right.
So it's good to start early, no wait too long, because if you apply and it's denied for X, Y, what reasons, so you should start that, right? So what is the common reason for insurance can deny?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of things, I mean, you can have all the money in the world. If your health don't give it in, they're not going to insure you. Okay? You can have $1 million and come to me and say, I just want $1.1 million or $1.2 million
Wow.
in return. You think the insurance company going to give it to you? No, because they know you're going to die because you develop cancer, you have problem. So it just, health is important. So I advise everyone to get it when you're young, when young is cheaper, right? When you're young, it costs you less and your health's a lot better. As you grow older, of course, you're near death. Let's put it that way. I mean, simple term, correct? I mean, but young can die too, right? So that's why it's important to get it when you can and while you can, as soon as possible.
So one last question is just to summarize, what type of insurance there exists? Just naming a few that just the audience can understand what is getting into this.
Okay, so basically you have term life. Term life is like your rental. You're renting, right? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, right? And they also have a term with living benefit. Term usually, if you don't die, the company is going to pay. That's a regular term. Now they have term with living benefit, which is term LB, which costs you a little bit more, of course, but you don't have to die to be able to use that Just like if you have chronic illness, terminal illness, or critical illness, like I speak earlier about cancer, stroke, or you cannot perform two of your daily activities, you can start using some of that money. Okay, and then another one is, as we all know, is a whole life. What's a whole life? Okay, you pay in a whole life for you to be able to, until you die, for you to get that money. That's what they call whole life. Then they have universal life, which is universal. What's universal? It's flexibility, right? So that's a lot of. But I'd advise you, to talk to your financial professional, to get them to explain to you and all the benefit of each different one, what you can afford, what you can, so it's so many
So many steps.
knuckles. I mean, nugget. So okay.
So thank you, Mr. Ed, for this time, for this conversation. So yeah, there is every case is like unique, right? Every person has a different background, so different issues, problems, or whatever. So
Needs,
needs,
yeah.
that's the right word. So if they wanna get in touch with you, can you share us your social media, your phone number?
Sure, sure. I mean, just look up Thepsouvan in my last name. My first name is a bit longer than Ed, which is Vieng Kong, which is, but if you go in there, you'll see. And then, of course, my number is 904-338-3865. Any question at all, you can call and ask. I mean, you don't have to buy from me. You have to get it from me. I mean, but I advise you to get from someone. It's very important. As we all know, we know better now because, I mean, our parents don't know better, but we know better, so we should take care of this.
All right, Mr. Ed, thank you so much for this time. Hope you see you next time. Hope you see you soon.
Well, thank
and
you, Mr. Jesus.
you have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.